Today I'm gonna show you how to make turkey fajita. Oh heck yeah. Super juicy, moist, looking beautiful, looking like a big piece of turkey fajita. Guys, we're gonna get this recipe started. I just picked up a turkey breast here, skin on turkey breast at my local HEB. All we're gonna do, I'm gonna show you how to trim this up. So you could probably find this at any supermarket near you. I have a HEB nearby me. They have these turkey breasts that I could just pick up whenever I need to. So this is a turkey breast. It's got skin on. So all we're gonna do right here for this recipe, we're gonna take this skin off. All we gotta do is get a nice sharp knife. We're just gonna run it through. At the same time, I'm pulling the skin back and just kind of let the knife do the work. This skin right here, it's not really good. It's not like chicken skin. It's real rubbery, has a lot of fat underneath. So you can leave it on if you want to, but it's not gonna be as good as like a nice crispy chicken skin. So we're just gonna toss that today. Kind of an experiment that we're doing because here at GW's we run seasonal menus. So quarterly throughout the year we change our menus. So I'm always trying to experiment how I can prepare different cuts of meat. So this one right here is kind of a quick little insight to what we're going to be doing next with our winter menu, so you guys get to see the recipe and see how it's prepared. So at this point right here, I'm happy with how this looks. We're going to butterfly this turkey. We're going to try to butterfly this turkey. So I'm going to switch up knives to this long blade right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to try to split this breast right in half. So we're going to come in here to the thickest part of it right here. And I'm going to go right in the middle. I'm gonna run that blade through, and we're gonna come all the way down with it towards the bottom, almost opening it up like a book. We don't want to split it open. So we're putting this up right here. And what this is gonna do for us too, this is gonna give us more even cooking. Instead of having one big lump side and then a small little tail, we're gonna make this more even flat surface. So now we got this butterfly right here the way we want it. This is ready for our seasoning, our fajita seasoning that we made today that we're gonna put on this. So the first seasoning going in is gonna be 3 tablespoons of kosher salt, 3 tablespoons granulated sugar, 3 tablespoons granulated garlic. And the reason we want granulated garlic powder, onion powder tends to be more clumpy. It'll make your seasoning kind of clumpy. The granulated kind of runs freely more, so it's easier to shake. It doesn't get clumpy. Going in with 2 tablespoons of ground cumin, 1 tablespoon ancho powder, 1 tablespoon of guajillo powder. On these 2 powders right here, these are chili powders. If you don't have guajillo or ancho, you could also substitute for regular chili powder, so it'll be 2 tablespoons of chili powder. We're going in with half a teaspoon of chipotle powder. And on this one right here, if you don't have chipotle powder, you could use cayenne pepper. Half teaspoon granulated onion, 1 tablespoon paprika, 2 tablespoons ground coriander, and half a tablespoon of cornstarch. What the cornstarch is gonna do for us, when we store this, it's not gonna clump up on us. It's also gonna give a little bit of a crust to it. Since we're cooking it hot and fast, it's gonna give a little bit of a texture to the crust. So it serves as a few different purposes. All we're gonna do, guys, is just give this a quick little mix. Staying true to Central Texas barbecue, we're gonna hit it with a little bit of 16 mesh pepper. It's a coarser pepper. When you season, guys, you want to kind of season from a high to make sure it spreads out evenly. And we're just looking for a nice even layer, just about like that right there. And all we're gonna do is pat that in. We're gonna hit the backside. Notice I'm seasoning from a high, nice even layers, so you get nice even layers. Just pat that in. And now we're gonna hit this with that fajita spice we just made. Up high the same way. If you do it close, you get too much clumps on the seasoning. So again, up high, and it kind of just spreads out easier for us. Nice even coat of that nice fajita seasoning we just made. The same thing, all we're gonna do, pat this in. Flip it around, get the backside. This is not a very salty rub, So don't be afraid to season pretty liberally. Hit all the edges and just pat that in. So at this stage right here, we're just gonna kind of let this sit here. We're gonna let the seasonings penetrate into the turkey, kind of rehydrate, and you'll see all the salts kind of start dissolving and tacking up to the meat. So while we do this, we're gonna go ahead and talk about our fire. We're kind of cooking it hot and fast, like your normal fajitas or chicken fajitas. But what I'll do today, we're gonna cook this on the Weber kettle. What we're gonna do is we're gonna set up a 2-zone fire. So you'll notice right here inside the kettle, we got one side with some nice hot coals and one side with nothing in it. So once we start grilling and we start getting that crust we want, or the fire's getting a little too hot for us, all we gotta do is move it off to the zone where there's no coals, and it'll just continue to cooking without being over that direct heat. So that's how we're gonna run this cook today. We got our grate set up. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna give the grate a quick little cleaning. We're gonna do it with an onion. Here in South Texas, every time we grill, we gotta clean the grates with an onion. We're gonna go ahead and take this onion and you're gonna throw it right in your coals. That's gonna add a nice aroma, lets the neighbors know you're grilling, and add some flavor to that turkey. Next thing we're gonna do for this recipe is we're gonna go ahead and make a super flavorful compound butter. Every time we make turkey here at the restaurant, a lot of barbecue places, once it's wrapped in foil and it's resting, they're gonna rest it in some sort of butter, plain butter, garlic butter. So with this recipe right here, I'm thinking like, okay, it's gonna be like fajita flavored. So I wanna add some sort of more flavor element to that butter. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this stick of butter and add it to a food processor. We're gonna take about half a bush of cilantro here. We're gonna take 1 jalapeno, seeds and all. If you don't like spice, guys, you could take the seeds out. If you don't like spice at all, you could just take it out of the recipe. I like a little spice, add some flavor. So we're going in 1 jalapeno with the seeds. And then from there, we're just gonna hit it with about a tablespoon or 2 of some fresh lime juice. Again, all we gotta do is throw that in a little food processor and let it do its thing. About halfway through, all we're gonna do is come in here and just scrape the edges, make sure everything's getting blended up nicely. This butter's done. This is kind of what we're looking for right here. A nice smooth butter, everything's broken down. This butter is great for anything. It doesn't even have to just be this turkey. You can put this on steak, pork, chicken, and it's gonna taste really good. Put it in a baked potato. So we're just gonna set this aside. So now that we got our butter made, set aside, it's time to put on our turkey. You can see here, all the salts kind of rehydrated, kind of melted into the turkey. You can see the color change, all the spices rehydrated. This is ready to go for our grill. So over here at our grill, it's nice and hot right now. If you can hold your hand there for 3 to 5 seconds, it's good to go. If you gotta put your hand there and you gotta move it back real quick, it's too hot. Just let it kind of die down a little bit and then throw it on there. We're gonna go right over those coals, nice and hot. You can hear the sizzle, that's what we wanna hear. We're gonna let this cook over the coals, probably about 6 minutes per side, and then we're gonna go check the temperature. We want this to be at about 155 to 160 degrees. The safe temperature is 165. But once this comes off and you wrap it up with the butter and some foil, we're gonna wrap it in foil, it's gonna carry over cook to that perfect 165 because we don't want this to dry out. While the turkey's cooking, guys, I just wanna talk to you a little bit about this turkey breast. Like I said, the recipe's gonna be for the restaurant. It's what we're running next menu. This is a great recipe to do at home for the backyard barbecue, for your friends and family, especially right now during the holidays. You know, turkey's more available at the stores. Also, it's a little bit cheaper. We got this for 16 bucks and it's a good amount of meat. So you can make this for friends and family, you know, affordable cut it up, you'll get plenty of meat, and it's just a great option. Now that we got this turkey nice and grilled up the way we want it, we got some nice grill marks, some nice char. I don't want to keep this over the fire because I don't want it to burn. So that's why we set up that 2-zone fire. So we're gonna go ahead and move this turkey towards the side with no coals to just let it finish cooking. I'm gonna put the lid on and I'm gonna put it with our vent side on the side of the meat, and we're gonna leave that wide open so all that heat and smoke is coming out to the side where our protein is. This has been cooking for about 15 minutes, so we're gonna go ahead and check the temperature on this. So we're about right where we wanna be. We're in between that 155, 160 mark. So this is ready. So we're gonna go ahead and pull this off. Got those nice grill marks. I just got a couple of foil pieces here. We're gonna go ahead and take that compound butter that we made earlier, and we're just gonna put it right all over the top of this. Don't let any of it go to waste. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of just rub this on there. Every little piece of it to kind of get some of that butter. We're gonna wrap it and it's gonna melt. It's gonna get all over it. Just gonna go ahead and fold this up, wrap it up. Making sure to fold it. I'm folding the foil upwards so none of that butter comes out the bottom, everything stays in there. And we're just gonna go ahead and let this rest for about 10 minutes. It'll be ready to slice. We're gonna go ahead and take this a step further. Since we're making turkey fajitas, we're gonna make a taco. Quick tip, when you got a cutting board like this, just grab an old kitchen towel, wet it, squeeze it all out, put it on your table, put your board right over it, and that's just gonna help kind of the board not move around so much. So that's just a good little tip right there. So what we're gonna do for this, we're just gonna cut up some veg, grill it off right here on the coal, and we're gonna put this on our taco. So right here, I'm just cutting up some onion. We're gonna keep it a nice little slice. We're gonna grill it. I got a jalapeno here. All I'm gonna do here is cut this in half lengthwise, and we're gonna grill it off. Same thing with these peppers. We just cut off the stem, cut them in half lengthwise. All I'm gonna do is just hit this with a little bit of olive oil and a little pinch of salt. Give it a little mix, and we're gonna throw this on the grill. We're just gonna cook this off, grill it off a little bit, get a nice little char on it, and then we're gonna cut it up for a taco. These peppers are grilled up nicely to where I want them. Got a nice little char on them, blistered, softened up. We're just gonna put these in a bowl. Just can't have a taco without a tortilla, so I'm just gonna put on my favorite flour tortilla from my HEB. Let that cook up. This has been resting for us for about 10 minutes, so we're gonna go ahead and cut it up and see what we got. And it's looking beautiful. Juicy, glistening. You can see the jalapeno and the cilantro on there. What I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna go ahead and pour all that reserved butter right over the top. So we're gonna go ahead and slice this up, and then we're gonna make a taco with those peppers we roasted off, the flour tortilla, and I got a little bit of guac here for us too. We got some sliced up here. Let's see what we're looking at. Oh, heck yeah. Super juicy, moist, looking beautiful, looking like a big piece of turkey fajita. So we're gonna get our flour tortilla here that we cooked off on the grill. We got some of our peppers and onions, those tricolored peppers, a little bit of jalapeno for spice. If you don't like the jalapeno, guys, you don't have to put the jalapeno. All I'm gonna do here is just do this little rough chop across. It's gonna be a nice little topping for the taco. So we're gonna get some of these slices right here. Kind of want about the size of the tortilla there. Put a couple of nice little pieces right there. We're gonna take some of this roasted veg. I'm gonna garnish this all over the top. And then also, I made myself a little guac earlier. I'm a purist when it comes to guac. Just a little bit of salt, a little bit of lime. That's all you need for guac. We're just gonna put a little bit of this right on the top there. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is a turkey fajita taco. The only thing left to do is just give this a try. See what we got here. The flavors on this is amazing. Amazing. You get that freshness from the cilantro and the lime from the butter, a little bit of heat from the jalapeno. You got that little bit of coriander and cumin in there for some pop, the chili powders. And on the tortilla with the guac and peppers, amazing, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really appreciate it. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. If you want to see more of it, leave a comment. Let us know what you think. I'm gonna go ahead and keep eating this taco. I'll see y'all later.